Okay, so I just got out of the shower, which is why my hair is still slightly wet. I was like in the midst of drying my hair before I suddenly thought about like maybe I should give you an update. Okay, so I recently started my reread of Six of Crows. Ah, so pretty. Okay, so I started tabbing because like why not? I don't really want to write in it because I don't really have much to say also, but it's just I like to highlight. It's same as like my when I read ebooks, right? Like, you know, they have this function where you can just what's that called? You can just highlight a certain text in different colors also. So like I like to color code it. So I'm doing like kind of the same thing with my physical book, just that I haven't like written down anywhere what my legend is. So I probably need to do that soon. But yeah, oh my god. So far I'm like this many pages in, like not a lot. Page 75. Okay, and this is like my second time reading, and I wanted to reread this book because today is the 22nd of April and Shadow and Bone comes out tomorrow, so obviously I cannot like finish it before then. I still have the second book of this duology, but yeah, I just wanted to reread it before I watch the show, just in case like parts of it will be referenced in the show, you know. Yeah, so that's why I'm rereading. I just wanted to like share that it's been, I think, many years since I read Six of Crows for the first time. So wait, give me a moment. Let me just go check my Goodreads to see when I read it. Yeah, so it's been quite long, and I didn't remember anything from the book. I just remembered that I really liked it. Okay, so I first finished reading it in 2017. It's 2021. It's been, oh my god, 4 years. Yeah, so obviously I can't remember anything. And like based on what I've heard from other like booktubers talking about it, it's just like a heist and everything, but I totally forgot like the mission and everything. Like all I just remembered was that I really loved the characters. There was like multi points of view in the books, and like I didn't really remember the main plot actually. I just remember Cass and Inej, and the rest I cannot remember like what's their relationship or anything. So yeah, and then when I think about it, I just kind of remember something about the rafters. Is that how you pronounce it? Let me Google. Rafters. I don't want to know the meaning. I want to know how to pronounce. Oh my god. Rafters, yes. Okay, so I just remembered something about that. I don't even know if it's relevant or not, but so far I haven't like heard anything about it. It's just the descriptions of like where they're staying now. I guess it's somewhat related to rafters, but they don't actually like sit on the rafters. But I just pictured someone sitting on the rafters or something like that. Yeah, I don't think it might not even be this book that I remember. But yeah, so basically I remember nothing. So it's been a very interesting reread so far. I normally read ebooks faster than I read physical books, so it's been taking me quite a while, and then also like it's final season, so yeah, but I'm very intrigued. Like I keep wanting to read it even though I'm very busy, so I guess that's a good thing. I just love holding it in my hands. It's so pretty. I hope I can buy the second collector's edition of the Crooked Kingdom soon, so that I can read it physically also. Yeah, I just hope that the shop restocks soon. Yeah, so so far it's been quite slow, I would say. Like we haven't reached the part of the heist or anything yet, but we're slowly getting there. Yeah, I guess I'll update again soon if I have any more updates, but for now that's all. Okay, wait, I'm back. Because okay, I was rewatching my clip just now, and I was just thinking like how one thing that's different from my reread now is that I think it's much easier to understand like the Grisha verse and everything, because I already read what's that trilogy called? The Shadow and Bone trilogy, like the books. So like that gave me a foundation because they have like corporal Nick, fabricator something, material Nick or something, and like it was like briefly mentioned in, as in it was like explained more in the Shadow and Bone trilogy also. So compared to the first time when I read Six of Crows, right, I didn't like read the first 3 books before starting it, so I think I was very confused about the Grishaverse and everything. Yeah, and like I think it's interesting how the Shadow and Bone trilogy was about Grishaverse and Grishas and like what's her name, Alina, right? She was a Grisha, but now in this duology, it's like their Grishas are more of like the side characters, and like the main characters are like not all Grisha, I think. Oh my god, maybe totally wrong, but yeah, like so far there has been like very little mentions of Grishas in general, but I mean I'm still in the beginning, so I don't know. But yeah, that's all. Okay, bye. Okay, it is currently 11:22 p.m. and it is the 23rd of April. So tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I actually have an exam, but I haven't really studied for it. I hope it'll go well. But okay, so I came here to give you an update on Six of Crows because I reached like part 2. Okay, let me put you down here and let me go get the book. It's just here. Oh my gosh, okay. So, these are the number of tabs that I've given it so far. I'm like still quite... I'm not even halfway. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, let me try to hold up the camera. Okay, so I reached part 2 and then when I was reading it, I kind of remember like little details. So we ended up part 1 with Matthias like strangling Nina, and I think I remember like when I first read it, I was like, oh my god, what is happening, like why? And then but on my reread, I knew like he didn't how to say I didn't like foresee it, but I read it, then I wasn't like, oh, he's choking her, you know, like I wasn't surprised. Yeah. And then I thought that it was because he thought he was dreaming, and then like he was trying to like get rid of the illusion or something. Yeah, so it was like something like that, but he still like hates her now. And then like other than that, it felt like Cass was assembling like the Avengers because like he was like breaking Matthias out of that place, and then he was like getting all the other members together. Yeah, and I feel like he gives me very like dark Tony Stark vibes. Yeah, my favorite character. Yeah. And then like we just barely started the whole plan and everything. But for now, the whole crew is assembled and they're like starting to plan, and I should be going to sleep, but I also like kind of want to read a bit more. Like, yeah, I just don't know. Okay, bye. Okay, hi. So, I just wanted to say that I bought a tripod. It was like quite cheap, like $2 plus on Shopee. So hopefully when it comes, I don't know how good it will be like on the table and stuff, but at least I have something to hold so that it's further from my face, you know, because now my arm is too weak to do that. Yeah. And I have a selfie stick, but it's so long away that it will look too weird, you know. Yeah, okay, never mind me trying to justify my decisions. Okay, anyway, I am this much into Six of Crows. This is the top. Yeah. Okay, so I am already like at part 3, and okay, I would say that it's much faster than like the other times I've read physical books. I don't know if it's because the story itself is good and it's fast paced, or if it's because it's a reread. Yeah, I don't know. But oh my god, I think my favorite character right now, right, is Cass, because he's like so smart and so like, oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce this. He's like a Sundir. Yeah, and then like he's so funny, and like, okay, I thought my favorite character was Jasper, but I don't know if it's because so far we haven't had much time with Jasper. Like a lot of the time is like on Cass, and how like emphasis on how he's like so brutal and ruthless. And then oh my god, we're starting to see some of the romantic threads between Ben and Inech. Yeah, like oh my god, that scene, like what the shit, man. Like I think I reacted the same way as when I first read it. Like oh my god, that scene just... Should I just talk about it? Yeah, okay, let's talk about it. Okay, so it was the scene where they were like on the boat, then getting ready to go set sail for their mission, and then they got ambushed by Pekka Rollin's hired crew, and then Inech was going to like kill herself, but then Cass came to save her, and then he was like, not just yet. And then like he just, oh my god, his leg was like his leg was injured and stuff, right? And then he had to carry Inech, and then I think that caused his leg to like worsen. But oh my god, like and then when he barged into that freaking sail, into that infirmary room, makeshift infirmary with Nina and Wylan, and then he was like out of the way, and then Wylan like ran away and stuff. Like oh my god, Yeah, so obviously, as you can tell, there are a lot more tabs now, even though I'm like like look at that, oh my god, can you imagine when it's the whole book is gonna be full? Like, I think I'll use up all my tabs. Where's my tabs even? Wait, yes, like I'm using these to tab, and then I think like some colors are running desperately low because I've been using them so much. Like, I use yellow for funny, and then I use red for like love. Like, it's not just like between the main ships, it's also between like friends and stuff, friends, family, that kind. And then what else is running low? Yeah, I think so far yellow and red are yellow and is maroon. These two colors, this one and the first one, are running like super low. I hope it can last throughout the whole book, man. I can't find any good angle of my room to speak with my face, like with the camera directed at my face, so we'll just look at the book and I'll talk, okay? So now I think I filmed a clip showing that I was at part 4 already, but I haven't given any thoughts about the book, except I was at like part 2. Yeah, so basically part 3 and part 4 was just like them trying to infiltrate the ice court. And like so far I think I vaguely remember this, like what's happening so far, and it feels a little bit boring, but maybe because I've read it before. And then I find that the inserts of like their various characters' backstories is very interesting. It helps to like make the whole infiltrating part less boring. Yeah, and then we get to learn about their backstories and why they're like this as well, which is good. And then now they are like inside already, and then I think like things will start to get more fast-paced by now. If you want to see how far in I am, look at the number of tabs, they're just increasing. Okay, I'm like this far in. Yeah, like that. Yes. Oh my god, featuring my very messy tablecloth thing. Hopefully in May I'll get the tablecloth and then my table will look like less messy and disastrous. Yeah, okay. Other than that, okay, I just wanted to say like so far I think Matthias and Nina are like the enemies to lovers trope thing, right? But I'm like not really enjoying their relationship. I mean, it's okay, it's just like doesn't make me feel like oh, like so cute and stuff, you know. On the other hand, because we haven't been given a lot of Cass and Inech, so I'm like aching for like more of their scenes, you know. And I think I read somewhere on Goodreads that there was like a MM romance, so I guess the last two will just be Jasper and Wylan paired together, and we haven't had any progression of their like romance like at all. So I guess maybe it will only come out like later, or like in the second book, Good Kingdom. Yeah, oh my god, seriously looks like there's something wrong with my camera. I don't understand why. Like why does it look so blurry like here? When I lift it, it's okay. I don't know, man. Yeah, okay. Goodbye. It's currently 12:18 a.m. I just wanted to come on to say that I think I can probably hear the fan also. I've been sleeping at night with just a fan on instead of like turning on the aircon, which is what I would normally do like before recently actually. But now I've started to use the aircon like in the afternoons mostly when it's like super hot outside, because I can't be turning on the aircon for the whole day, and like my logic is that my body when sleeping doesn't really need aircon. And also like previously I didn't use the fan at night just because like my bed is super high and like my fan is like those on the floor Dyson fan, that kind. So like I normally get like 1/3 or like half of the Dyson fan power. But I've gotten used to it now actually, like after a few days or a few weeks. Yeah. And like so far it's been okay, just that yesterday night was actually the first time, or was it the second time, that I've woken up in the middle of the night because it was like super hot. Like I woke up like sweating and everything, and then I decided to just turn on the aircon yesterday night. Yeah, because like need to yeah, so I have to save on electricity also. That's why I can't on the aircon for the whole day. But yeah, hopefully tonight will be a bit better and I can like sleep throughout the night. Also, oh my god, I found that also I use the aircon in the day now because I've been at home. I've been studying at home for like 2 semesters already, and I'm still not sure whether next semester is like face-to-face classes or still like an online semester. Yeah. And then what else did I wanted to say? Yeah, so that's why I need to like, since I'm at home like for most of the time, it makes more sense for me to like use the aircon in the afternoon when it's like hotter and stuff. Oh yeah, okay, I remember. I wanted to say also like I'm not sure because if it's because like I've been stressed or something. I always find it like, maybe it's because I'm too hot, I don't know. I keep waking up like in the middle of the night, either to like go to the toilet or like I don't know, just something will just wake me up. Then I'll just use my phone, and then my Animal Crossing like pocket camp addiction is like not helping because like the animals like change every 3 hours, like they rotate every 3 hours. So when I wake up, I just instinctively like reach for my phone, which is like right next to me, to like play Animal Crossing, even though like my eyelids cannot stay open. My addiction is that real, friends. Yeah. I don't even know if you can hear me. Yeah, so my sleep hasn't been very good recently, but it's okay. At least I can sleep until like 9 a.m, 10 a.m, that kind, because this week is just exams week already. Yeah, so I'll be done with my exams and stuff after Wednesday. Technically it's already Tuesday now because it's past midnight. Yeah. Oh, and I just received an email. Finally someone replied me about one of my many intern applications, but I still don't know whether I want to take it on or not. I mean, I haven't even passed the test yet. I don't know, man. Juggling everything is so difficult. Life is hard. Yeah. And I forgot to mention that I also have like really, really bad sinus. I don't think it was like quite bad. As in, I don't think it was like this bad before like I changed sleeping sides. Like I used to sleep on the right side of my bed, and then it's the side that's not like directly under the aircon, but now I'm on the left side of the bed because the feng shui shifu or whatever said that it's better to sleep on this side. But then because now it's like under the aircon, I think it also worsened my sinus. So every time I sleep with the aircon on, right, I think I'll wake up like with very, very bad sinus. Like it's kind of to the point where like every time I sleep with the aircon, I'll wake up and then throughout the day I have flu, so I have to eat flu medicine. So it's like I eat flu medicine quite often, which is bad. I hope I don't like become like immune to the medicine or something. Yeah, so I guess it's also a good thing now that I'm sleeping with the fan instead of the aircon, except for days where it's like super hot, like yesterday. Like I literally woke up sweating. My hair was like full of sweat and everything. It's so disgusting. But yeah, TMI. But yes, okay, good night. Okay, hi. So I think the previous clip I was like attempting to make carbonara, and it was going super well. Like I already made it once before, and then I thought it tasted like not bad, so I wanted to make it again. And the previous time I didn't have eggs at home, so this time I had one egg. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll add the egg to the carbonara, and like, you know, like those beautiful pictures of carbonaras with eggs on top of them. Yeah, so everything was going so well, so good, until I decided to add the freaking egg. I think I should have just like taken all the pasta and everything out from the pan before I cooked the egg and then just added it on top. But then I wasn't thinking, okay? So I just like, yeah, so I wasn't thinking. So I just added the egg like right into the whole pot of pasta. And obviously, it went wrong. Like okay, so it couldn't cook right, because it was like on top of the noodles and stuff. So like I decided to just scramble it, and then it started like smelling very weird. And like it smelled like strangely like salted egg to me, but it didn't taste like salted egg. Like, don't worry, it's just that, oh, it looks so ugly after that. Like the noodles were coated in like the egg sauce, like the egg white and whatever, and then like I think maybe because of that, like the sauce at first was fine, like, you know, the consistency that I showed you just now. Like after the egg was added in, right, it became like very lumpy, and then it like just curdled, I think. So like oh my god, my bangs look disgusting. Okay, anyway, where was I? Yeah, so it just like became lumps of sauce. Yeah, and then the egg was like, oh my god, it just looked super disgusting. That's why I didn't show like the end product. But when I tasted it, it was fine. So it just looked ugly. But now I know that I should take out the pasta first and cook the egg separately. Yeah. And also, right, like I don't know when to stop boiling the pasta. Like I tried cutting it and then it cuts off, so I thought that it was like cooked. But then after I left it for a while and I came back to it with the sauce and everything, like to incorporate it, right, it became a bit hard again. Like when I tasted it, it was like a bit hard, but then like, after I got used to the texture and stuff, it was like okay. So like I also don't know what to do. Yeah, carbonara is so hard to make, man. Okay, come, let's do this together. Okay, breathe. Ooh, okay, I'm left with 30 minutes. Oh my god, okay, let's just hand in. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. I cannot reset. Oh my god, so from the previous clip, I set up the tripod, right, and it's working. Like, oh my god, I can move my hands. I'm so far away from the camera. Like, yes. Okay, I don't know how good the audio is gonna be because I'm quite far, but okay. Now it is 11:22 p.m. It is one day after I finished Six of Crows, so I thought that I would go find the conversation that I had with my friend, because when I remember when I first read Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom together, right, I was messaging her about like some stuff that was happening. Then I was like, oh my god, no, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna find that conversation and see how I feel now, like in my reread compared to the first time. I hope I don't get spoilers for Crooked Kingdom because I just started that book today. Like, I'm only like 4% in or something. So yeah, let me go and find it. Let me try searching Six of Crows. Okay, nothing was found. Let me think. Cass. Nothing was found. Nina. Okay, I found something. Okay. Oh my god, I found something that was from Crooked Kingdom. Let me just try to run away. Oh my god, can I just say that the thing that I found, right, it was I don't think it's a spoiler or anything because I don't understand what it means also, since I obviously forgot everything from Crooked Kingdom. So basically what I said was, after Nina reunited with Zoya, and then after that I asked Zonya like, I didn't even know who Zoya or Zonya was. Okay, I was like, and then now I'm like, I know so much more. Oh my god. Wait, okay, I scrolled up from that conversation and then I found something. So apparently I screenshotted an image and then I sent to my friend, and then I captioned it with, I want a Matthias. And then okay, so I feel like now in Six of Crows I don't really like ship them. I'm like, okay, they're cute, but like not as cute as the other ships, you know. And then okay, my friend said this, I didn't like him at first and I didn't ship them, but by the end of the series I was shipping them so hard. They're so cute, I cannot. Definitely couple goals. Then I was like, would that be me when I read Crooked Kingdom? Because I feel like now I'm just like meh for their relationship. Okay, after I search Nina, let me try Matthias now. Oh, wait, I found three different conversations that just scream Matthias. I was like, huh? Oh my god, what is this? Freak, I just spoiled myself, I think. Oh shit. Oh my god, okay, I hope I forget this. Like, please don't forget this. Oh my god. I don't want to continue reading, but I think I just saw a spoiler for Crooked Kingdom. Oh my god, okay, let me just erase that and like run away. Let me try Jasper. Okay, I sent something and then my caption was, shit, is it ship sailing? And then my friend replied with, yup, I think Inej will sail her ship far and wide. And then she said, that's one of her favourite parts. I don't know what that part is because I don't have the image because I already changed phone. It's been 5 years, people. But yeah, and then she said, okay, I said, they plus Jasper and Wylan are my favourite ship. And there are only like 3 ships or something. I don't know oh my god, I think that's Crooked Kingdom also. Oh my god. Okay, wait, let me try Inej now. Okay, nothing. Wylan. Nothing. Is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's all of them. I can't believe that my thoughts for Crooked Kingdom are so little. What the heck? Let me try Crooked Kingdom, because that's all I can find. But okay, so I sent another image, and then after that I captioned it with wait, I'm hooked, I ship everyone, and I ship everyone. I guess I mean like the different ships, right? Okay, so I feel the same now, except now for the reread, my favorite ships. Okay, I think the rank so far is like this, based on 6 of Crows only. It might change for Crooked Kingdom. Okay, so the first ship is Inech and Cass. Second ship is Jasper and Wylan. Then the third ship is Nina and Matthias. Okay, and then so basically my friend replied with, wait until Crooked Kingdom because you'll start shipping them even more. Yeah, okay, that's the end of my random what's this, discussion about thoughts that I had when I first read it versus thoughts that I have now on my reread. Yeah. Oh my god, I feel so sad. I spoiled myself for the freaking Crooked Kingdom part. Okay, I hope I forget it. Like, forget it tonight, please, so I can continue reading in peace. Yes. This thing, when I first held it, right, it was so light that I was like, oh shit, it's not gonna like support my phone. But somehow, let me like put you down here. Like, this will be the last time that there's this an ugly angle. Okay, this thing, when it opens, it feels so legit. Like, it's still light, but it's like legit. Just now when I was like using this to put up the phone, right, it was like quite stable, which I was quite surprised about. Oh yeah, I mean, I bought both phone holders, this one and this one, and when I compare them, I feel like this one is harder to put my phone into compared to this one, because this one I had to like stretch it like that, and then I don't know, like it just felt more difficult for me to put the phone in, and I had to like take out the phone case before I could actually put this in properly. But this one, it just came in quite easily. I don't know if it's because I'm more used to this type of phone holder, because my selfie stick is like that also. But yeah, okay.